This is Newspoint at 11.
We are angry, we are devastated, and we are heartbroken. Our lives have been changed forever.
A community says goodbye to Deputy Jake Pickett, killed in the line of duty.
So unjust, so unexpected, so clearly undeserving.
One week after responding to his final call, Deputy Pickett is now laid to rest.
We will see you again one day, Jake. Until that day, we will strive to make you proud. We will serve in your memory, and we will forever honor your sacrifice.
Good evening once again. Thousands of Hoosiers, officers, and people from all across the country today took time to honor a man who made the ultimate sacrifice. A 9-hour service, procession, and burial held today for Deputy Jacob Pickett. Thanks for joining us for Newspoint at 11. I'm Dan Spieler, in for Tanae Howard. Fox 59's Haley Bull is at the memorial outside the Boone County Sheriff's Office tonight with a look back at this very emotional day. Haley.
It's a day of remembering and honoring Deputy Pickett and his family. You can see from this growing memorial here outside the Sheriff's Office just how much support he has. It was put eloquently today when Deputy Pickett was described as, quote, a Hoosier hero who paid the ultimate sacrifice. A father, a husband, a son, a brother, a fallen hero. Boone County Deputy Jacob Pickett.
Behind the badge was a guy that had a big heart, always a smile on his face, and he had a great sense of humor and a great zest for life.
His life, his bravery, his sacrifice, honored by thousands with his canine Brick leading the way.
Jake's foundation for doing the right thing was based on integrity, loyalty, encouragement, and humility.
Services began at Connection Point Christian Church in Brownsburg.
Jake lived his life in the spirit of this principle. While he was in school, there were multiple occurrences where Jake stood up to a bully in defense of a fellow student.
And as a law enforcement officer, his family and friends say he did the same, seeking to replace evil in the world with love.
But it will help to heal your wounded heart, to celebrate the best of who he was. Laughter, good medicine for the soul. He brought joy to us. You focus on how he brought joy.
Love, support, respect, all shown along a procession route more than 50 miles long, filled with countless Hoosiers. Arriving at Crown Hill Cemetery, where friends and family laid Deputy Pickett to rest alongside other fallen heroes. This hero, taken too soon, but even in a dark time, his legacy, his light, still shines.
We will see you again one day, Jake. Until that day, we will strive to make you proud. We will serve in your memory, and we will forever honor your sacrifice.
Behind the badge was a warrior, and he put down his life for you.
Deputy Pickett leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. Reporting in Boone County, Haley Bull, Fox 59 News.
Haley, thank you so much. Officers from all across the country came together today to pay their respects to Deputy Pickett. Officers from as far away as New York, Chicago, Dallas, and Portland, and many others all attended the funeral today. They said it was important for them to attend the service to show that the thin blue line may bend, but it never breaks.
We are all together and we all bleed blue, and we stand together with our brothers to help them however we can.
The thin blue line is from here worldwide, you know. We're all the same group, the same team with the same goals.
Some of the officers are part of the Brotherhood of the Fallen, which sends members to officer funerals all around the country. Deputy Pickett's canine Brick also played a big role in the funeral services. Take a look at this emotional moment here as Deputy Pickett's casket was carried out of the church right here. Brick leading a canine salute of sorts after the funeral today. The Boone County Sheriff, a big part of today's proceedings as well. He says Brick will eventually live with the Pickett family. Now, the procession started at the Connection Point Church in Brownsburg and then traveled 52 miles on the way to Crown Hill Cemetery today. The procession drove past several places, including the White Lick Elementary School. Deputy Pickett's wife works there. Thousands of Brownsburg students stood outside for more than an hour to watch the procession. Elementary students, they shared one simple message: we love Mrs. Pickett. The most emotional part of the procession came at the Boone County Sheriff's Office. That's where they held the end of watch final call.
There's no response from Boone County K-9 Unit 626. Deputy Jake Pickett, Boone County K-9 Unit 626, ended his watch Friday, March 2nd, 2018 at 1941 hours. You'll always be remembered for your kind heart, compassion, infectious laughter, loyalty, courage, bravery, and warrior spirit. As a husband and father, your dedication to family and faith will be the cornerstones of your legacy. Go rest high on that mountain, brother, and be at peace, knowing that although fallen, you'll never be forgotten. We'll take the watch from here. Boone County K-9 Unit 626, your tour of duty has ended. This is your final 1042. Authority Sheriff, Boone County, 1641 hours.
Right after that, a lot of people say they were not expecting to hear what they heard. Deputy Pickett's canine, Brick, barking there at the end of the call. People along the route say it was one of today's most moving moments. After the end of watch call, the procession then drove under this giant garrison flag. The flag flew high outside the Boone County Courthouse in Lebanon, which is the city where Deputy Pickett lost his life. Thousands of people lined the 52-mile procession route to say thanks to the man who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Both friends and strangers from near and far came out to honor Deputy Pickett, many of them waiting hours outside just to see that line of cars. We spoke to many people who felt they needed to come out today to pay their respects.
I don't even have the words for the loss that the community has suffered, that the family has suffered.
The memorial for Deputy Pickett is still up in front of the Boone County Sheriff's Office tonight, where you saw Haley a few minutes ago. People are still stopping by to drop off stuffed animals and flowers and sign the American flag on his cruiser. It's not clear exactly how long the car will be set up there outside the Sheriff's Office. Still, a lot of you are wondering, though, how you can help Deputy Pickett's family. You can make a contribution to the 50 Club of Boone County at any key bank location. Just let them know it's for the Deputy Jake Pickett Memorial Fund. You can also donate online, and you can find that link at fox59.com. You can find all of our coverage from the funeral, the procession, and the burial. Just head to our website at fox59.com. Touching day, and we're glad weather-wise that at least we did have a little bit of sunshine for everybody who was out and about today on a pretty somber day.
Tough day, somber day. I'll tell you, it started off awfully chilly too again. We made this transition to a much colder weather pattern 3 days ago, and it's not a pattern that's going to back off, Dan, anytime soon. We will actually reinforce this chill in the next several days as we watch a couple of weather systems produce some snow, mainly to our south, and it is showing up today and tonight in south central Indiana. Watch these mid and high level clouds come in. It was a gorgeous sunset. Sun's going down now at 6:46 p.m. And remember, we're changing the clocks this weekend. We spring forward. So daylight saving begins this weekend. And again, when you head to bed Saturday night into early Sunday morning, we move the clocks ahead 1 hour. So that means we lose an hour of sleep, but that sunset will be a little bit later and the second half of the weekend. Unfortunately, on Sunday, it will be rather cloudy. And there is a storm system, a winter storm system, that will be passing to our south by Sunday night. Tonight, some snow flurries are showing up on Live Guardian radar. This is the first of the two systems. This is a minor one, but it will increase with intensity throughout the night and head towards northern Kentucky. There are scattered snow flurries and snow showers, Terre Haute, down towards Brazil into Clay and Owen County, down toward the Columbus area, Bedford, Seymour, over towards southeastern Indiana, essentially Columbus line over to Bloomington and south. We'll see the better chance for a few of these snow flurries. Tonight, the skies are mostly cloudy. The temperatures are awfully chilly. And as you head north, it gets a little colder because of the clear skies. So no precipitation north, cloudy skies central, and a few of these snow flurries and snow showers south. The next system, the one on Sunday, is a stronger one and brings a better chance of some snow into far southern Indiana, and perhaps even a significant snow for parts of northern Tennessee and Kentucky. It's a northeast wind, a 39-degree temperature, a high today of only 44, but it's an improvement from the last two afternoons. At 31 in Lafayette, it's 39 in Bloomington. That's where the cloud cover is heaviest. The winds are fortunately fairly light. And again, these clouds are producing a little bit of light snow. That was expected. And it's this weather system that's still not even organized, but coming east later this weekend, that will bring some snow chances with it. There are winter weather advisories off to our south. It will be likely that new advisories come out throughout the course of the weekend for folks down in Kentucky and Tennessee. That storm system will not approach until Sunday. So we've got a beautiful looking Saturday here with plenty of sunshine throughout the day, but new clouds arrive Saturday night. Any other snow chances, and when are we going to see the cold finally break? I'll have that in my forecast in just a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you, Brian. Are you still dodging those pesky potholes on your daily commute? We're going to tell you what's being done to smooth out our roads and see if any of those fixes are actually helping. Plus, a star football player headed to Indiana State this fall, but some people aren't happy about it. We'll tell you what they're protesting against. And the future of Toys R Us now up in the air tonight when the popular toy store could be closing its doors. And they say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but what about a diamond-encrusted bottle of ranch dressing? Brian's curious. We'll tell you what's behind this luxurious bottle and how you could win it next on Newspoint. Tonight, the search is on for a driver who ran from a crash on the near southwest side, which police think was the result of road rage. Police say a trash truck hit a car, and somehow a third car was hit as well. It's not clear what led to that crash, but investigators say road rage was a factor. One person is in the hospital tonight in critical condition. If you know anything about what happened, call police right away. Time for tonight's news flash. A gunman and 3 hostages were just found dead after a shooting and standoff at a veterans home in California. This all started when officers responded to a shots fired call at the Veterans Home of California in Yountville. Officers spent hours trying to negotiate with the man. We're told the 3 women killed were employees of the Veterans Home. Few other details being released at this time as police continue to investigate. Toys R Us may close all of its stores in the United States as soon as next week. Several reports say the retail chain failed to find a buyer or reach a deal to restructure its debt after filing for bankruptcy. Fox59 reached out to the company. A spokesperson declined to comment. Toys R Us was already planning to close 180 stores by next month. A new push to boost security in our schools in Indiana. Governor Eric Holcomb wants state lawmakers to approve an additional $5 million before the end of the legislative session next week. In a letter Holcomb sent to State House and State Senate leaders, he says he's looking at ways to improve school safety after that deadly shooting in Florida. Holcomb says the additional money would go toward the Indiana Secured School Fund. That fund gives schools money to buy safety equipment and hire school resource officers. Well, new on Newspoint, a St. Louis student will head to Indiana State this fall to play football, but now his classmates are banding together to show support for him ahead of a protest. Jake Bain is a star athlete at John Burroughs High School. He also happens to be gay. The Westboro Baptist Church is planning a protest to bring negative attention to the school because of Bain's sexual orientation. Many students and community members plan to be at that protest to try and outnumber those looking to spread hate.
I was able to really realize that, I mean, if this international hate group is coming after me and my community, then we must be doing something right.
We like to say we want students to bring their identities with them when they come to school.
The protest is planned for Monday. Police say officers will be there to make sure the protests are peaceful. Well, new on Newspoint, pothole problems still plaguing the Circle City. Those bumpy roads. Now Indianapolis Public Works crews say they've filled 50,000 holes this winter, and they know there's still more work to come. Fox 59's Randy Spieth shows us where crews have been and what's still left to do.
$14 million in emergency funding has kept these workers busy.
We've used about 1,500 tons of asphalt in the chuck holes themselves.
The money going to a second straight week of road repairs.
We're not big fans of seeing the temperature drop below freezing again, particularly with the precipitation. it may cause more chuck holes to form.
Snow and below freezing temperatures stopping crews for 2 days this week. But the head of Indianapolis's Department of Public Works says work done so far has held up.
What we've seen is there have been some areas where asphalt has popped out. For the most part, most of it's held.
This week, a heavy focus has been here along Rockville Road, west of Washington Street, and on the city's northeast side on Dean Road, south of 86. The work includes a lot of strip patching.
It's a deep, 4.5 inches to 9 inches of asphalt, so it's much thicker and more lasting than just filling in the chuck holes themselves.
And the work isn't only strip patching anymore. This section of Capitol Avenue between Fall Creek and 18th Street will get completely resurfaced from curb to curb starting Monday.
It would have just cost us too much to strip patch it. We needed to take the whole thing out. So many people are using Capitol because Meridian Street being closed for the Citizens Energy Project. Having that resurfaced is going to be a benefit to a lot of drivers coming in from the north side.
The blitz continues next week, with an emphasis still on major roads.
We still got to get through the rest of our major thoroughfares, and then we need to start in on our secondary streets, and then ultimately, as we get closer to spring, we'll be moving into residential areas.
In Indy, Randy Spieth, Fox 59 News.
Now, that work on Capitol Avenue should last about a week, but the road is not expected to be closed while that work continues. Brian?
Well, Dan, we've got a lot of sunshine in the forecast for Saturday, but Saturday night the clouds return. A storm system passing to our south will increase the clouds and potentially bring a few snow flurries into parts of far south central and southern Indiana by later, at least Sunday night into Sunday evening, and then overnight Sunday into Monday. You can see just a little bit of precipitation south of Bloomington and Columbus, perhaps by early Monday morning. That system, though, passing harmlessly for the most part to the south. It could turn into a bigger system for the folks in the northeast. But generally, dry for the weekend, a nice start, but it's that latter part of Sunday evening that we could see a little bit of precipitation, perhaps some light snow, especially far south. Tonight, we are looking for those little bits of snow showers down to our south to dissipate, then clear out, a low temperature down to 29, and a lot of sunshine tomorrow. High temperature on the chilly side at 46. We changed the clock Saturday night, and we stay rather cool for the next several days with a better chance of snow showers Monday and Tuesday. The cold will be reinforced next week, but a warm-up coming next weekend. Highs Friday could reach 60 degrees.
We like the sound of that. Thanks, Brian. Now to tomorrow's headlines and talking points as the community honors a deputy killed in the line of duty. A young boy will be selling lemonade for Deputy Pickett. Malachi will be out again at the Kokomo Library main branch from noon till 4. All the proceeds go to the Pickett family. A public meeting to discuss a bill that would give Ball State control over Muncie schools happens tomorrow from 2 to 4 at Muncie City Hall. And runners training for the mini marathon will take over the streets of downtown Indy. The 6-miler starts at 9 a.m. outside Bankers Life Fieldhouse. If you're driving downtown at the time, you can expect some closures because of that event. Well, how would you like some bling for your wings? Hidden Valley is giving away this $35,000 jewel-encrusted bottle of ranch. Okay, so what's the point here? The company says they're doing it to celebrate National Ranch Day this weekend. The bottle is covered in diamond, sapphire, and white gold. So to win this, keep your eye on Twitter, of course. Follow HV Ranch and look for a special post tomorrow to retweet, because one lucky ranch lover will actually win this jewel-encrusted bottle of ranch. Dave, I know you're signing up tonight, right now.
But I need to make a point, and that's for your wings.
Yeah.
It's all blue cheese all the time.
I agree with you on that.
Thank you.
You know, or at B-dubs, maybe just ask for both.
Either one. That's
or
fantastic
wherever you
too.
get
My
your
wife will take the ranch. The Pacers' magic number for the playoffs sits at 10. The blue and gold try to break that mark down to single digits tonight. We'll recap the action from the Fieldhouse in sports next. Oh, all of it. It just would not be March without an active basketball game with meaning here in central Indiana. Butler is in action right now, winding down their semifinal in the Big East tournament. But as the clock approaches 0 in the second half, the comeback window is narrowing rather quickly. The Dogs trail Villanova late. It looks like the conference tournament run will end right here, and Butler will await Sunday's selection show for their tournament fate. To pro ball, the Pacers hosting the Hawks tonight, who beat the Blue and Gold just 9 days ago. First quarter, Pacers off to a good start as Corey Joseph cans the three. He had 10 points in the first quarter, finished with 18. Filling in nicely as starting point guard, but here comes Darren Collison, coming back after missing 11 games, and Collison at the end of the first quarter, the turnaround triple. Knocks it down to beat the clock. Doesn't look like he skipped a beat. Second half now, Blue and Gold still in control off a steal. The give and go executed to perfection. Victor Oladipo throws down. Take another look. 17 points for Vic on the day, but their leader, scoring-wise, is Bojan Bogdanovic. 8 of 15 from the floor, 21 points, a game high. Pacers hit 14 threes on the night and win 112-87. As the IndyCar season is set to begin, Indianapolis Motor Speedway is ready to roll as well. New Colts head coach Frank Reich stopped by to help signify the start of the season at IMS by raising the checkered flag outside Gate 1. Won't be Reich's first May in Indy. He was an assistant with the Colts for several years, and he certainly recognizes the importance of this place in central Indiana.
To be part of a city, I mean, that you got to be part of the culture, and to really make an impact and to really enjoy every aspect of it. And the partnership that the Colts have here, it's a great partnership to get our players out here, get everybody involved. I just think it's a good thing.
IndyCar opens the season in St. Petersburg this weekend. Blue skies, sunshine today. And there's reigning champ Joseph Newgarden trying out the new #1 car. Joseph, 5th fastest on the day. The top spot through 2 practices is Ryan Hunter-Reay. 17 cars are within 1 second of his top time. They'll practice a little bit more tomorrow, race on Sunday.
Time to go racing. You know what else it's time for? Time to wish our producer of this show, Jordan.
Oh, that's right,
birthday
Jordan.
today.
Happy birthday.
How about that?
That's right. Don't stay out too late because, we changed the clocks tonight. Or, excuse
Tomorrow
me, it's
night.
Saturday night,
Tomorrow,
so
right.
your birthday weekend.
So stay up as late as you want.
Oh, yes,
Sure,
as late
stay
as you
up,
want, Jordan.
party. It's your birthday.
You youngsters, you can do it, I'm sure. We've got a temperature that'll be topping out at 46, but we changed the clock Saturday night and Sunday morning. We spring forward, so we will lose an hour of sleep, but we're going to gain a little bit more in the way of cloud cover Sunday. And chilly temperatures for a better part of next week, but it looks like a warm-up on this.
Jordan's telling me we're out of time.
Yeah, she wants to go out.
We'll see you.